welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I have my update for BYOP. It is a kind of pan that palette, sort of build your own palette. This is something that I started with my friend Dana. This is my second year doing it with her. It was originally submitted as a theme for the Pantastic Ladies for a pan that palette. It did not win. We decided to do it anyway and to put our own twist on it so that we can do it however we want, really. We can bring stuff in just to hit pan on it. We could try to set goals on certain eyeshadows, finish eyeshadows, kind of have a mix and match of whatever, and that is what we are doing. I did a full reset in December for this year because last year I was just trying to hit all the pans, and this year I am trying to finish stuff, though some things I am just trying to hit pan on, which I kind of changed up. I think it was last update, so it's just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It is a project that we're probably going to just keep going because it's something that we enjoy, and I am going to put up a picture of where this palette was last month. And this is what it is looking like this month. So we do have a few changes. Some things really haven't even been touched. Some things I have made some good progress on. And I have actually finished an eyeshadow. So I'm very excited about that. I am going to have a picture up on the screen, probably on this side, of both of the palette, where it was last month and where it is currently, and then we will go over each eyeshadow. Starting with this one here in the corner on the top, that is a Franken from my Coastal Scents 88 palette. I have very significantly expanded the pan on this, and I'm hoping to have this one done in the next couple of months. It is a shade that I really enjoy. It goes with a few other shadows that I'm working in other projects, and I just really like it. The next one is also a Franken from the Coastal Scents 88 palette. I might have used this once or twice since the last update, but I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of progress. Sadly, I have not used this Looksy shadow at all. It is beautiful, but I just haven't used it. Next up, we have another Looksy shadow. I should have all of these on the screen. I don't want to pull them all out because it's going to take too much time, but I will have the names of everything on the screen. But this one I have used quite a bit. Actually, I want to say this one is Ube. Maybe this one's Margarita. And I have used Ube once or twice, nothing amazing, but the dip is getting a little bit deeper. And then Hot Rod, just because I happen to remember this one, I think I've used this one 2 or 3 times since the last update. Again, I've got the dip there, but still no pan. The Looksies, I am just trying to hit pan on. Everything else in this palette I am attempting to finish. Moving down to this second row, everyone but this one is a Coastal Scents Hot Pot. This one I believe is Ice Ballet. I have used it once or twice, but it's probably not going to show a whole lot of progress. Same with this one. This is Bare Minerals Puzzle, and again, very little progress. I've used like in this area for inner corners, but not a ton of progress. Cloud White, I believe is what this one is called, and again, very minimal usage just to blend out a crease. If I've gotten a little too aggressive, that is what I've used that one for. Next is Midas Gold. I don't think I have used this one since the last update. Peach Puff I do actually have in my crease right now, and I have just the tiniest little bit of progress on that one. Okay, let's move down to this row right here. This is from one of the ColourPop palettes. Again, I don't remember what it is, but I will have it on the board. I have not used this at all. It is in here to be used on my nails. It is a chunky glitter. I do not want to use it on my eyes, so it will get used on my nails, and I just haven't had a chance to touch it. This one is from Bare Minerals. Don't ask me what it's called. I cannot remember right off the top of my head, but I have only used this once or twice. But the next one, notice that is an empty pan. It is a beautiful, beautiful empty pan. That was a Bare Minerals shadow. That was the shade Heavenly Diamond. So that one is done. I finally have an empty, which is very exciting to me. So I'm just going to leave that empty pan in there for right now. I am not going to be replacing it anytime soon. All right, let's go on to these two. These are both ColourPop glitters, again, brought in to use on my nails, and I have not had a chance to use them. Let's go over to this black. I do have that on my outer V today. This is from the Profusion Eyes Trendsetter palette. I have slightly expanded the pan on that one. This is going to be the primary black shadow that I'm working on. this year. I do have another one in another project, but this one is going to be my primary focus as far as black eyeshadows. Then I have two shadows here. This one is from one of the NYX palettes, and I haven't used it, and this is from BH Cosmetics Bubs Beauty Bee palette. Haven't used that at all. Moving on to here, this is a Coastal Scents mica pigment. I want to say that is Winterveld, and that has not been used at all. And I do have some progress on this one. It is from the Hema Bia Natural Nude palette, I believe is what it's called. And it is the second shade, and I have definitely expanded the pan on this one. So I only have one empty, which I'm very happy to have, but I wish I had had more progress on this palette. But I am working on so much stuff right now, which is why I'm not going to replace this one right now. And I am just going to continue to work on everything in this palette. I'm really going to focus on this. It's going to take a few months to get it done, I'm sure. Of course, I'm going to be focusing on the black because I would like to get that done before the end of the year. And I will probably also focus on this shade right here because it is, like I said, from the Coastal Scents 88 palette. I really would like to have that done before the end of the year. And I'm not really sure what else I want to focus on. I don't know. I might try to hit pan on one of these. I don't know if it's going to happen because I usually use my fingers. I'm just going to keep working on things slowly, but surely I will eventually get a bunch of this stuff done. I am feeling a little overwhelmed with eyeshadow, so I think what I'm going to do is, as I finish stuff up in here, I'm going to leave the empty pans in, and I am eventually going to switch to a smaller palette. I have some, like, the little square palettes that only fit like 9 of these 26mm pans, and I think I used that last year. It's probably what's on my thumbnail. I think I want to use up enough shadows to where I can get back to fitting everything within that palette, and then I will have less shadows that I'm working on. I will probably feel slightly less overwhelmed, and I think what I will do is I will probably continue to have, like, these Luxie shadows are just into hit pan because they are topper shades and they go slow. So if I am doing that square palette, I probably will have like my top row, my top 3 as topper shades just to hit pan, and then everything below that is going to be probably to finish. But until I get some more of these used up, I'm not going to be switching over to that, at least not for now. I reserve the right to switch it up whenever I feel that it's necessary. I'm not quite at that point yet, but this is kind of the stuff that is going in the back of my mind that I'm feeling like is what I am leaning towards for the future. Hope that makes sense, because I never know if what I have in here is actually coming out here. So if it doesn't make sense, feel free to ask questions down below. Definitely go check out Dana. She is on Instagram only. She's going to be linked down below. There are a bunch of other people that have joined in. Everyone that I'm aware of that has joined in is going to be linked down below. But if you know of someone that is doing this project that is not listed, please let me know and I will put them in my description box, and then I will go check them out and give them some support. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you on my next video, have a beautiful day.